Hey. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy. It's your boy Hood, pastor of Full Impact Ministries. What's going on, everybody? I'm going to be with you for a quick few minutes, but I want to encourage you and let you know that there has come a point in time in everybody's life when things have to go from a should getting right, watch this, to a must. It got to transform from should to must. Man, because it has to come to a point to where you get tired of waking up every day and in the same pitiful predicament. Got to come to that point. It got to come to the point where you say within your soul and you have a meeting with yourself and say, hey, look here, man. Hey, girl, look here. This is done. I can't keep struggling like this. I can't keep being sick like this here. I can't keep going in and out of relationships like this here. I can't keep going from job to job. I can't keep working these dead-end jobs. I can't keep going through all this here foolishness. Not that things should change in my life, but watch this here. It is time and things must change in my life. Things have to go from a should to a must. There has to come a time to where you're going to have to get that must boldness in you. This must change. This must change. I can't allow this to keep on happening and wishing on a hope and a prayer that is going to happen possibly one day. No. There has to come a time where things must begin to take a turn for the best in your life. There's nowhere up under the sun. You need to keep living the same sorry, unproductive, in and out, schizophrenic, bipolar life. No, things have to change in your life. Your mentality has to come from where things should change and I hope things will change. And no. You have to come from a should to a must. Things must change in my life. You remember over in 2 Kings chapter 7 when the 4 lepers, when they was outside of the kingdom and they was about to die. And they said to themselves, they said, hey man, look here, man. If we sit here, we gonna die anyway. But if we go up in there, they might kill us too. But if we make it, come on, preacher, talk to them. And they went from a should something happen in their life where it just may until they transform into this is gonna change. It's a must. It's a must that this change. It's a must that this situation change in my life now. It is a must that this situation change in my life immediately. Not immediately, immediately. That's serious. This must change. I'm banking my life on it that this is changing. You remember the woman with the issue of blood over in Matthew chapter 9? And that woman, she was on a should mission and she went to all the doctors and gave them all the money and went to the false prophets and they lied to her, talking about healing is on the way and all this old foolishness. And she got to the point where she said, I got to come from this should mentality and I'm transitioning to a must. And she said, if I can just touch, Jesus Christ, if I can just touch the hem of his garment, I'm whole. There has to come to a point to where you get in your life and say, I have to make a move for the better. When she said, if I could just touch, she had already had her mind made up. All I got to do is get to that man's garment. That's how much power he got. All I got to do is get to his garment and I'll be made whole. She went and she pressed. Because when you make that move, when you make that decision that your life has to come to, well, it should change, to a must change, it's going to take some sacrifices. Many of y'all going to have to start making some sacrifices in order to get to the must transition, in order to get to the must realm in your life. You're going to have to make some sacrifice. She pressed through rejection. Come on, preacher. She pressed through being persecuted. She pressed through death. They could have stoned her. She pressed through all that. She pressed through embarrassment. She pressed through all that because they can see all the blood dripping down. She pressed through shame. She pressed through embarrassment. She pressed through rejection. She pressed through the fear of death. She pressed through all that. She pressed through doubt and unbelief. And she said, all I got to do is touch the hem. And when she touched the hem, her muscle was so strong that the Bible said from that point on, instantly her blood dried up. There has to come a point in your life that where you get so tenacious in your life going to the next level that some immediately's, come on, preacher, that some immediately begin to happen in your life in Jesus' name. I'm telling you, your life has to come from a should. Well, things should happen. Well, things may happen. Oh, I'm just going to wait on God, and hopefully God will come through. I'm going to get all the prayer warriors. Or I'm going to get on Facebook and have everybody to pray for me, and everybody just lay hands on me. I'm going to go to the church and have these false prophets to prophesy to me. Or I'm just going to go and slay my money on up there on the altar and hoping just pray. I'm just going to go home and feel sorry for myself and pray that God just have mercy on my sorrowfulness and have some pity on my pitifulness. No, your life got to, because if you stay right there, you're going to die in that situation. But when you begin to transform, talk to them, preacher, it takes a changing of the mind. When you begin to transform and say, my life must change. This is vital. My life must change. I'm going to go through hell and high water to take my life to the next level. No longer, I'm done after this here, will I continue to live like this. No longer will I live in this sickness and disease. Devil, you a lie. No longer will I live in this here poverty and lack. Devil, you a lie. No longer will I live in this here spirit of rejection and shame. No longer, devil, I command that a must happen in my life now in Jesus' name. And when you do that, it's going to take some serious sacrifices on your behalf. But that must going to have to be strong enough to be able to go through the sacrifices. It's time to get to the must realm of your life going to another level. In Jesus' name. It's your boy Eryk, Pastor Full Impact Ministries, encourage you on from should to must. And I'm out. Peace.